Hello, climbers. Mozilla here. Last week, we met Sandy, and I'm sure many of you saw a piece of your own story in hers. The constant juggling, the two different versions of yourself, the exhaustion of trying to win a game that sometimes seems rigged against you, the feeling of being split in two. Today, I want you to meet someone else. Let's call her Maria. Similar to Sandy, when Maria first came to me, she was, by every external measure, at the absolute summit of her career. She'd built a multi-million-dollar business and had the life that everyone, including her past self, had dreamed of. The beautiful house, the respected position in her industry, the team that both admired and aspired to her relentless drive. But success has a strange way of revealing cracks in our foundation. She told me about the day it all crystallized for her. She had just closed the biggest deal of her company's history, the culmination of years of grueling work. Her team was celebrating, and all she could feel was dread. The thought of the next mountain, the next deal, the next climb didn't inspire her. It exhausted her. And that's when she came to me. When we first spoke, there was no joy, just a hollow, quiet emptiness. She looked at me and said, "I did everything I was supposed to do. I climbed the mountain. I got to the top. But the view is nothing. I feel nothing." Maria had a perfect map to success, and she followed it flawlessly. But she ended up on the wrong mountain. The problem that both Sandy and Maria faced wasn't a lack of effort, ambition, or discipline. It was a lack of an internal guidance system. Last week, we did the work of the head. We threw out the flawed map of work-life balance. We understood intellectually that the goal isn't balance, but integration. But a map is useless if you don't know which way to hold it. A map can show you all the possible paths, but it cannot tell you which one is yours. For that, you need another tool. You need a compass. This week, we journey into the heart to find that compass. In our 3H approach, the heart is the seat of your core values and the engine of your inner strength. Your values are not just nice words you put on a corporate retreat poster. They are your personal true north. They are non-negotiable. When your daily actions are in alignment with your values, you feel a sense of rightness, of flow. You feel energized even when the work is hard. This is the feeling of being on the right mountain, even if you're only at the base. When your actions are out of alignment with your values, you feel that jarring tension Maria felt at her summit. It's the feeling of being an imposter in your own life. It's the friction, the drain, the quiet emptiness that no amount of external success can fill. Your values are the filter for every decision on your single ascent. You stop asking, "What should I do? What does the world expect of me?" And you start asking, "What choice aligns with my true north? What choice feels like me?" Now, let's make it real and make it tangible. Imagine your core value is adventure. You're offered a safe, secure, high-paying job. The map says this is the summit, but every bone in your body feels restless. You turn it down to join a risky startup because the challenge makes you feel alive. That's alignment. Now imagine your core value is stability. That same risky startup is your worst nightmare. The secure job is your dream. It allows you to build a safe and predictable life for your family, and that feels powerful and right. That is also alignment. There is no right or wrong compass. There is only yours. The world will always offer you its maps. Maps to wealth, to status, to what it defines as success. But only you know your true north. And to find it, you have to learn to listen, not to the noise of the world, but to the signal within yourself. So right now, we're going to do just that. We're going to practice listening for that signal. For many of us, especially the high achievers, this can feel a little unfamiliar. We are trained to trust spreadsheets, data, and external validations. But I'm asking you to trust a different kind of data, the data of your own lived experience, the intelligence of your heart. This isn't about ignoring logic. It's about integrating it with a deeper wisdom. I invite you to do this short exercise with me. The next part might be unconventional in a video, but it's the most important part of our work this week. I'm going to ask you to give yourself the gift of a 90-second pause. Now, anybody can do that. 90 seconds. Put down anything in your hands. Get comfortable in your chair. Uncross your legs, and when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Good. Now take one deep breath in through your nose and let it all the way out with a sigh. Bring your awareness to your chest, to the area around your heart. You can even place a hand over your heart if that feels right to you. Just feel the gentle rhythm of your own life force, a rhythm that has been with you since before you were born. Now, I want you to let your mind drift back to a time in your life when you felt completely, authentically alive. A moment you felt proud, energized, grateful. A moment where you felt you were exactly who you were meant to be, doing exactly what you were meant to be doing. It could be a professional achievement, the moment you nailed a presentation, launched a product, or solved a problem that mattered. It could be a personal moment, teaching your child something new, crossing the finish line of a race, having a deep conversation with someone you love, or standing on a real mountaintop, taking in the view. Don't analyze it. Don't judge it. Just allow your memory to step back into that moment. See what you saw. Hear what you heard. And most importantly, feel the feeling that is present in your body in that memory. What is that sensation? Is it freedom? Is it joy? Is it peace? Is it the thrill of impact? That feeling, that is the signal, your signal. That is the feeling of your true north. Linger there for a moment. Okay, when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and come back to the room that you're in. Welcome back. That feeling you just connected with, that is the most powerful and reliable guidance system you will ever have. The words you would use to describe it, creativity, adventure, connection, service, stability, impact, freedom, are not just words. They are the coordinates for your internal compass. For the rest of this week, your practice is simple, but not easy. I want you to practice engaging with that feeling. Before you say yes to a meeting, before you write a difficult email, before you plan your weekend, I want you to take just 5 seconds, place a hand on your heart, and ask a simple question. Does this choice move me closer to that feeling or farther away from it? You won't always be able to choose the path that moves you closer, not at first. But you must start by simply noticing. Start by building the awareness of what alignment feels like. Last week, we found our map, the single ascent. Today, we found our compass. Now the real expedition can begin. So next week, we get practical. We move to the hands. Because it's one thing to have a map and a compass, and it's another thing entirely to take the first step in a new direction, especially when the old path is so well known. We'll talk about the daily steps, the right gear, and how to take that first powerful step on your new path. Good for you. Thank you for doing this important work today. But before you go, do one more thing. Hit reply and tell me the one word that describes the feeling of your true north. And remember, until next time, climb on.